So a sub comes in and says, man, you guys are such babies. You need that to keep yourself cool in this place? I'm like, what? What planet are you from? No, we don't need the air conditioner for ourselves. We're using it to climatize this space, dumbass. Sometimes you get asshats who just don't understand the process, but anyway. So yes, we have a bunch of these around in order for us to make sure that we're able to keep the drywall at a level that's not moisture bound or super saturated with moisture, which will damage the drywall, the paint, and everything else in the space. We finally got glass in here, so the idea of having these keeps it at I'd say during the day, probably around 75, and at night gets it down to around 70. So during the day, it bleeds off a lot of that AC, but at the same time, it keeps the moisture under control. Something that you need to do in these spaces to make sure you can continue to work and you're not tied to the moisture that occurs outside. So when you see an air conditioner inside a working space, it's not for the guys. As much as they benefit from it, it's for the space, right? Space, not me. Moreno.